Java Junkies. I'm Scott Vancil, and I'll be reviewing coffee on this channel and reviewing coffee shops, giving my tasting notes, and all sorts of things related to coffee here at Java Junkies. Today we will be reviewing some beans from Alfred Coffee. Now I grabbed this, I was in a hurry. I should have looked more carefully because this is just Stumptown. I've had Stumptown before, and I'll review other Stumptowns eventually. But yeah, it says on the back, roasted exclusively for us by Stumptown Coffee Roasters, and it has the date as October 19th, so it's pretty fresh. But the packaging looks beautiful, but I'm already going to criticize them here for having some of the worst packaging ever, because it's my pet peeve that you've got to be really detailed on your packaging. It says absolutely nothing about the coffee that's in here. It doesn't say any origin, it doesn't say it's a blend, it doesn't say what the roasting level is. Like, it could be a light roast, could be medium, could be dark. You have no idea because they don't tell you. But the only beans they offer are drip and espresso, and I'm assuming espresso, since it's it's a little darker. I assume espresso's the dark roast, and their drip is either medium to light, but they don't tell you, of course. So they should say things like this. At least they have a roasting day stamped on there, but absolutely nothing else. So yeah. Alfred, come on. Stumptown, what are you doing? Anyway, I do prefer siphon filter coffee, but I don't have a siphon, so we'll be using V60 pour over. Cool. Now, what I'm getting on the nose right away after opening it is very unusual. It's not kind of getting a dusty, like a field, like hay or something, you know, something on a farm. Kind of nutty. Good, but different than most of the coffees I smell. So I have my water heating up to 205. That's where I like to brew it. Some people say 212. I usually like to go 205. Makes it just hot enough and tasty enough, and doesn't have to take so much time to cool, and it's not right on boiling. But 205, that's what I recommend. And I use a metal cone filter instead of paper. I like to be eco-friendly, and I don't like using paper and making a bunch of trash and stuff like that. So I usually use a reusable one, and I put it right here. Fits perfectly. I tried a hemp one, a reusable filter, and it worked okay the first time, but no matter how many times you wash it or clean it, it just makes the coffee taste really muddy, and it also takes forever to brew, so your coffee is cold by the time you finish the pour over. So I definitely recommend the metal one. You can get them on Amazon or coffee shops. I'm sure they have them somewhere. Now, what I love about coffee is that it has like 3 distinct scents or states that their scents will change. In the beans will smell a certain way, and then you grind them up and it opens up new scents, and then you brew it and it's a completely different scent. So you get 3 different states of beautiful aromas. Smells really good. Kind of a deep, kind of chocolatey. Very chocolatey, kind of spicy. Now, I've already bloomed the beans, poured some water over the top, let it bloom out a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and start the pour over. And with V60 pour overs, I don't measure it out in grams like some people, so I'm not as precise. I like doing the easy way without a scale and just doing 3 to 4 tablespoons, usually 4, I like it with 4. So that's how I'm making every cup of coffee I review. And from now on, we'll just skip to the review now that you guys know I use V60. One thing I've also noticed, there's actually a 4th scent to coffee, and that's when you are brewing it. As you're doing a pour over, and and you bloom it, and then you start doing your circular motions. The stuff that comes out in that steam, it smells pretty bad, actually. This one smells pretty good. It smells kind of bitter and fruity, and it just has a more pleasant scent than I usually get as I'm brewing the V60, because usually it smells kind of bad, and you're like, oh, I'm brewing out all the negative elements of the coffee. But all right, now we have our finished product, Alfred drip coffee. Let's see how it tastes. From the scent alone, I can tell it's really not going to be acidic. Probably not. It's kind of creamy. Yeah, chocolatey again. Let's see. It's subtle. Not very heavy-handed with flavors. Yeah. Well, it's very much not acidic, and I like acidic coffees. I would say it's kind of one note. All I'm getting is that really dark chocolate, bitter note. I wouldn't even say it has a nutty quality, it's just dark chocolate is all I'm getting. Actually, coming back to it, it starts to open up, and it does taste more acidic, and has a kind of lemon zest. Yeah, I guess it was just needed to cool down a little bit to get more flavor. Yeah, so overall I'd say it's pretty one note, just the chocolatey note. Not my favorite. I would say out of 10, it's maybe a 5. Anyway, that's Java Junkies. Join us next time, Mondays.